Good morning, my brothers and sisters. Let's finish Psalm 25 today. It's going to be about waiting for your friend. Now, I suppose all Psalms are, in a sense, bold, in your face, strong. Can we relate to them? Can we be a friend of the Psalms? And can we be a friend of the God of the Psalms, the God of all creation, who holds the universe together? Verse 14 says, "The friendship of the Lord is for those who fear him. He makes known to them his covenant. My eyes are ever toward the Lord, for he will pluck my feet out of the net." So two important key characteristics of the friendship of God are his familiarity and his fondness. We also talked about our role of being appropriately fearful, respectful, honoring, revering him. Now, I would argue that God has already done the fondness and the familiarity. He knows us. He made us. He knew us from eternity past. And he also has this fondness for us. His tender care is demonstrated by all the things he's done for us over the year. So when we talk about a friendship, he's done his part. That's the point. What we talked about yesterday is, are we a friend of God? And we assessed our three things kind of to call that into question: our fear, our respect, our honor for him, our familiarity, and then our fondness for him. So let's finish the psalm and kind of try to bring those things out as we conclude. Verse 16, "Turn to me and be gracious to me, for I am lonely and afflicted. The troubles of my heart are enlarged. Bring me out of my distress. Consider my affliction and my trouble, and forgive all my sins." So we're going to turn our eyes now and look towards the psalmist, which is kind of to look to us as well, and look towards his familiarity with the Lord and his fondness for the Lord, this intimacy. Forgive my sins. So he's asking the Lord for a particular favor, which is to forgive his sins. And the posture he comes with is with this dependency. So when we look at the Lord, he's big, he sees, he forgives, and he's faithful to the people that frequently needs what? Forgiveness. So we come humbly. Verse 19, "Consider how many are my foes, and with what violent hatred they hate me. O guard my soul and deliver me. Let me not be put to shame, for I take refuge in you. May integrity and uprightness preserve me, for I wait for you." One of my favorite themes here in Psalm 25. Last verse, "Redeem, O Israel, O God, out of all his trouble." So the psalmist here, as he concludes, we see fondness for the Lord. We talked 2 days ago about how to avoid trusting a jerk, how to avoid worshiping a jerk, which is we pause and consider the characteristics of God that he's already demonstrated and ask of God, have you earned our trust? Well, I would argue that he's demonstrated his past faithfulness enough to warrant the placement of our current and future trust going forward. So the track record of his past, his steady character, his hesed is the Hebrew word for it, is what inspires our trust or solidifies our trust of God in the future. His well-documented past, so it's not our going forward, it's not really a blind faith, it's from his recognizable track record. So why should I entrust myself to him in the future? Well, it's because of its proven track record, and we should go forward with God because of what has already passed. Verse 7, I'll just jumping up top there. "Remember not the sins of my youth or my transgressions. According to your steadfast love, remember me for the sake of your goodness." So Psalm 25 refers to the hesed of God, the steadiness of God, because we need it to have something to stand on as we trust him in the future. Now, this psalmist in Psalm 25, he's humble, he's instructable, he's teachable. He's familiar with the Lord's way. It's not his first day with the Lord. He's not sinless, but he's forgiven. He's working at this cleansing process with the Lord. He's exhibiting some behaviors, covenant keeping, obedience, exhibiting behaviors that tell us that he's in the family of God. Christian is as Christian does, is the way we said it yesterday. And then we see this familiarity with the Lord, and even a favored position, this favored family position, where he's enjoying, if you will, and using the fondness of a family relationship. And finally, the thing that the person does that the Lord doesn't do, which is to fear him, to honor him, to respect him in this particular way. Now, I suppose if you could summarize Psalm 25 in a single word, it might be one of the ones would be waiting. Verse 21, I wait for you. Verse 5, for you I wait all the day long. Verse 3, none who wait for you shall be put to shame. So we wait. Now, this waiting isn't this void, empty, passive kind of thing. It's an active, engaged, assessing, dynamic waiting. The trust that we bind up with the Lord in a rope. It's trusting him and expecting him to come through. Or at least when he does come through, you're not surprised. It's relying on his past hesed, the current hesed that we are enjoying, for the future hesed that we are asking for. We cannot separate the today, the waiting, the trusting. For the trusting is what I am primarily doing while I am waiting. So in the psalm, the waiting and the trusting are the same. I'm waiting, I'm trusting in who God is and who he's demonstrated himself to be, who he's verified himself to demonstrate that he's worthy of trusting him in the future. All right, so as we close today, wait for the Lord, expect him to show up, and in the meantime, trust him while the promises are not quite yet fulfilled. So practice this active waiting towards God, who has earned it, I would say, with his faithfulness, his hesed over the generations. So remember, this is a God who offers the fondness and familiarity of friendship. That's another key word for Psalm 25. Who is it that we wait for? Well, it is our friend. It is our God. We wait for our friend. So I know today we compete for the spot at your breakfast table and your drive to work or long listen. And I know that I'm competing with every cat video, political commentary, sports highlight, as well as the dark sides of the internet. So let me speak to you, my dear listener. I appreciate doing this walk together. It's been a joy to walk this day and these days with you. Thanks for listening.